We're tracking rounds of showers and thunderstorms across central and eastern Kentucky this evening, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Heavy rainfall into your Saturday is in the forecast.
People in Anderson County are left cleaning up after 75-mile-per-hour winds blew through last night.
Fayette County Schools have named 2 of the finalists for the superintendent job. We'll tell you who's on the list.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5.
It's a wet start to the weekend. What's left of Tropical Storm Bill is moving into Kentucky.
And that means heavy rains and a threat of flooding across the state. We've been hearing the rain here on Winchester Road, Chris, for the last 10-15 minutes or more.
Yeah, and that's just the beginning, guys. We're going to hear a lot of heavy rains coming in over the next couple of hours. Look at the center of circulation with our tropical system that is cruising out of southeastern Missouri into western Kentucky as of right now. I mean, this is textbook. Look at the spiraling bands of what is still or has been a depression through the afternoon. Out ahead of that, we're getting rounds of thunderstorms to develop as well. And what is out to our west with that center of circulation with what was once a 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm moving into Texas is still showing up and into parts of the Lexington area. I expect that early tomorrow. Now, what we're seeing out ahead of that into western Kentucky, southern parts of Indiana, we've had tornado warnings. That is not atypical of landfalling tropical systems. Normally, though, you don't see that a lot after a system has been ashore for 4 or 5 days, but that is still showing enough spin, enough shear in the atmosphere on the leading edge of that complex of thunderstorms to maybe spit out a little weak tornado or two. Something we'll have to keep an eye on as that makes its way across the area tomorrow. Live First Alert Defender lighting up with the rounds of thunderstorms that have been showing up across the region. Strongest storm still just to the south of Moorhead. Ton of lightning. Got to watch for some local high water issues with that. Another complex of showers and storms beginning to weaken a little bit. Rockcastle, Jackson counties really going to keep an eye on this cluster of storms lifting to the north toward E-Town. That may try to work its way up the BG Parkway. And look what we have here from Harrodsburg into parts of Nicholasville and just to the north of downtown Richmond. That's a pretty strong thunderstorm for anyone traveling along Interstate 75 as of right now. Just to the west of the Red House area and west of Ford here in the northern parts of Madison County, basically right on top of the Kentucky River. Downtown Lexington, moderate rain coming down. No thunder and lightning as of yet, but this thunderstorm to our south beginning to spike up on 3D Defender. Flash flood watch is out for the entire region through tomorrow. Guys, many areas likely to pick up a general 1, 2, 3, or 4-inch rain over the next 24 hours. We'll come back in a little bit and we'll break it down in greater detail, show you the impact status for your Friday night through Saturday night in just a few minutes.
All that rain that Chris is talking about there comes as some communities try to clean up from severe weather.
Today, the National Weather Service visited Anderson County to survey damage caused by last night's storms. WKYT's Mike Linden shows us what they found in our top story at 5.
According to meteorologists from the National Weather Service, straight line winds between 70 to 75 miles per hour blew through the Alton community of Anderson County last night.
Just after 6 o'clock Thursday night, a severe thunderstorm over Anderson County brought heavy rain, lightning, and straight-line winds. Along Highway 127 in the Alton community of the county, the roof to the Abundant Life Christian Center was blown off, and heavy rain damaged the exposed ceiling inside. The building is closed until further notice. A storm survey team from the National Weather Service in Louisville confirmed the straight-line winds up to 75 miles per hour were responsible for the damage to the roof and buildings nearby.
The damage started up at the factory up here and part of Alton up and then moved everything to the east-northeast. Everything's all straight line. All the Bradford pears, all the awnings, everything goes this way.
Behind me is the roof to the Abundant Life Christian Center, and the property owner says that had he not had insurance, he may not have been able to repair the building. In Anderson County, Mike Linden, WKYT.
With more rain and storms on the way, emergency management officials want to remind drivers if you come to a flooded road, turn around, don't drown.
New developments today in the search for a new Fayette County school superintendent. This afternoon, the district named 2 of the finalists for that job. Our Garrett Weimer shows us who they are in a story that's new at 5.
After a lengthy search, we now have learned the names of 2 finalists in Fayette County's search for a new superintendent, Emmanuel Kalk and Terry Breeden. Kalk is currently the superintendent of Portland Public Schools in Maine. Breeden is the current assistant superintendent in Loudoun County, Virginia. Kalk and Breeden are both scheduled to be in Lexington next week, each for a day and a half. Their two names were released today after an extensive background check was completed.
We don't want any surprises. We want to make sure, and our search firm has used another firm to do the background checks, which she's very comfortable with. It looks at all kinds of information that's available. And we also had to get a release from our candidates in order to do that background check.
Kalk is scheduled to tour Fayette County schools on Tuesday, then on Wednesday spend a full day of meeting with employees, students, and their parents. Breeden will go through that same process on Thursday and Friday. In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Price says that more finalists could also be interviewed. The school district has scheduled public forums, as Garrett mentioned, with each candidate, one on Wednesday and one on Friday, both at 6 p.m.
Lexington could be getting a needle exchange program that would let heroin addicts exchange used needles for clean ones. Health Department officials say it could slow the spread of infectious diseases. Opponents fear it will only encourage drug use. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy is live downtown where the group Kentuckians Against Heroin is promoting the program. Kristen?
Jennifer, there is a rally and it's set to begin in less than an hour. And what individuals that are part of that rally are hoping to do is educate people about this proposed needle exchange program. The program would help intravenous drug users in Fayette County. If council approves the program, it would allow users to bring in used needles and exchange them for clean ones. Health Department leaders say this would cut down on the transmission of infectious diseases, but people in opposition to the program have concerns it'll only support heroin use. During this morning's session, several dozen members of Lexington's law enforcement, the fire department, nonprofit organizations, and Urban County government provided input on the program.
Other communities have gone before us and have started programs like this, and some have been in existence for a long time. The literature seems to show that it is effective in reducing, public health concerns, and that is a big concern associated with heroin.
Individuals participating in tonight's program do want to make sure that council sees just how many people support the needle exchange program and that they in turn vote to approve it. Live in Lexington, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Health Department leaders hope to have the needle exchange program up and running by Labor Day. A man accused of killing 9 people in a church shooting rampage answered to the charges this afternoon.
The massacre happened Wednesday night in Charleston, South Carolina. During today's hearing for 21-year-old Dylan Roof, the victims' families had a chance to speak. Marley Hall was there to hear what they had to say.
Are you employed? No, sir.
21-year-old Dylan Roof calmly answered the judge's questions via video conference. He's in custody facing 9 counts of murder and a weapons charge in connection with the shooting at Charleston's Emmanuel AME Church. The judge allowed the victims' relatives to speak at the hearing.
I would never be able to hold her again, but I forgive you.
Tawanza Sanders was the youngest victim. His mother survived by playing dead.
We welcome you Wednesday night in our Bible study with open arms. You have killed some of the most beautifulest people that I know.
The memorial outside the Emmanuel AME Church continues to grow as people of all ages and races come to pay their respects. Marissa Mangus and her mother came to pray and were overcome by emotion.
It's hard, and it's hard to explain to your children.
Reverend Jackie Lewis and Minister Melinda Weeks are part of a group of black clergy who came to show support.
To mourn while they mourn, to pray for their healing, and to pray for the healing of our nation.
The city of Charleston will come together tonight for a vigil. Marley Hall, CBS News, Charleston, South Carolina.
While the judge set a $1 million bond for the weapons charge, he did not have authority to set bond on the 9 murder charges, so Roof will remain behind bars. A Cincinnati police officer is dead following an early morning shootout. Police say that Officer Sonny Kim exchanged fire with a suspect after responding to a 911 call in the Madisonville neighborhood. It's not clear right now what led up to the shooting, how many shots were fired, or how many officers were involved. Kim was a 27-year veteran of that police force.
CPD lost one of our best today. We lost a brother. But right now my heart is broken more for his 3 boys who lost their father and his wife who lost her husband. We're devastated that Officer Kim, who was one of our best, came to work today and does not get to go home.
The suspect was also shot, and police say he later died.
A Lexington bank is now offering a reward to help catch the person who tried to break in using a flower pot. People's Exchange Bank on Richmond Road announced the $10,000 reward this afternoon. A man wearing all black with a bandana on his face tried to get inside the bank Wednesday by using a large potted plant to try to break down the door. When that didn't work, he took off. Police make an arrest in a string of car break-ins. We'll tell you who's behind bars ahead in our county-by-county coverage.
Taking a dip can be a fun way to cool off in the summer, but it can also be dangerous. We'll tell you about the best way to protect your children in better living.
Then it'll take thousands of dollars to clean up this football field following yesterday's storms. We'll show you the damage ahead on WKYT News at 5:30.
It is a very stormy setup, no doubt about it. We're tracking additional rounds of thunderstorms right now, some of those going severe just to our west, and we'll time the remnants of build in the town just ahead.